What's up? Final here today, Final Fantasy Talk, and today we're going to talk about some more Final Fantasy 15 news today. We got some more Final Fantasy 15 news. I'm telling you, Kubos, after Lightning Returns and Final Fantasy X HD comes out, we'll be getting lots and lots more of Final Fantasy 15 news. But today, we got a little bit of news for Final Fantasy, and we're going to talk about how it's going to be better on the PS4 from Square Enix saying it themselves. And we're going to talk about this one scene that they've been working on for a while for Final Fantasy 15, and we're also going to talk about some how long this game will be probably taking to make. So we'll start off with the PS4. The PS4, they say, and this is probably true because it's actually really true, and a lot of people do agree with this, Final Fantasy 15 is going to look more greater on PS4 than Xbox One. It works that way because they, the way that they're making this game, the way that a lot of people are making games nowadays for next gen, it's going to look better on PS4 because PS4 has the better specs in the system. And as you know, they've been using like PC specs or whatever, and that's good because PC specs is the best, and that brings out the graphics a lot better. And PS4 just has some better stuff than Xbox One does. So that's the one thing about Final Fantasy 15, how it's just going to go look really, really better on PS4. That's why the rumor about if it's going to be exclusive on PS4 only now, if that's true or not. But hopefully it's just for both. I just hope it's for both so everybody can enjoy Final Fantasy. Let's see what. Okay, this one scene in Final Fantasy 15. Now, if you checked out my latest Final Fantasy talk for Final Fantasy 15, I showed a scene of Noctis running across a bridge to a monster. Now, apparently that one scene took 6 years to make. It took 6 years to get this graphics, the scenes, and everything going. So, maybe, sorry about that. Maybe, I know that it's been like 6-7 years since, Final Fantasy 15 has been announced. Maybe, yeah, it has. It really has. But you gotta look at it some way because this game looks so graphic. The battle system looks so action, so tactical. This is a huge step from Final Fantasy, and this is what they're saying. This is a huge, biggest mountain climb we have ever done in Final Fantasy, and that's what they're saying as well. This Final Fantasy game is going to be, it's still going to be Final Fantasy. Don't get me wrong. Now, a lot of people are, not giving Final Fantasy 15 a chance because they are, it's not really the official turn-based system that it was in previous Final Fantasy games, But there's always have to be a change, and this is probably a good change. And they have stepped up their game right here. They are stepping up their game. You can just look by the graphics and gameplay that they have stepped up their game. Like if you look at Final Fantasy 13, 20 times stepped up, dudes. 20 times stepped up in Final Fantasy 15. You could just tell by looking at a trailer and gameplay. And I don't think a lot of people believe in Square Enix as well because they look at Square Enix, they look what they did with Final Fantasy 13, and they just be like, oh, you're gonna do that again, aren't you? But no, they're not gonna do that again. When has there ever been a Final Fantasy game that's ever been the same as the previous Final Fantasy game that's not a sequel? None at all. From freaking Final Fantasy 7s and then next to 8, like 8 was completely different, and then it goes back to 9 is completely different, then it goes to 10, that is a complete different game, and then 11, that's an MMO, then 12, that's a complete different system, then 13, a complete different system. They don't keep to the same system. They always change it up, and they always do it in the right way. And Final Fantasy 13, that's really on your own personal opinion. I don't mind the Final Fantasy 13 system. It's alright. It's alright to me. Of course, I have personal better opinions on. I have better I think other Final Fantasy games are better than 13. That's what I'm saying. On my opinion, I think there's better systems than Final Fantasy 13, for sure. But that's just my opinion. Not hating on 13 or whatever, but still. But anyway, we're going back to 15. They're working on, they're working hard on this, and because they think that the developers just added a couple years of production to their schedule for Final Fantasy 15. That's what they said. It might take a couple more years to actually fully finish this game. So who knows? Maybe it won't come out in 2015. Maybe it'll come out in 2016. Because this game that they've been saying right now is the biggest step they've ever made in Final Fantasy. And I can see that. I can see that. And, you know, I know a lot of YouTubers in the comments are going to be like, oh, you know, we just want the game. You know, we just want the new Final Fantasy game, you know? But you gotta look at it this way. You know, what they did with Final Fantasy 13, they rushed that game. They rushed the trilogy. They really did. In the 5-year period, they put out 3 Final Fantasy games. In the past, they never did that. They never did that. And every Final Fantasy game that they put out was brilliant because they separated in time and worked on it hard. Then when it comes to 2009 to 2013, they rushed all these games together for Final Fantasy 13 and just put them out there. They just put them out there, and actually I should say 2012 to 2000, or I should say 2008 to 2013 because it came out in Japan in December or something for Final Fantasy 13. But you know what I mean. You know what I mean. They just really rushed the series for Final Fantasy 13. And I think that's why it didn't go that well. I think that's why the change from Final Fantasy 13 to 13-2 wasn't that great at all. And then the change to Lightning Returns, that's, you know, I haven't played the game. I only played the demo, so I can't give my fully on opinion about Lightning Returns. But I can see as a point of view of what's going on with Lightning Returns is that Lightning Returns is the lowest sold Final Fantasy game to history right now. And that's it's true. It's true. It's not my opinion. It's just true. So if you look at that, you know, there's something wrong. You know, there's something wrong there, and you can see that people lost interest in this Final Fantasy series. So what I'm getting at is that when Final Fantasy 15, if this 2 years more production is true, I'm all game for it. You know, dude, I'm all game for it. If they need to take their time with this game, take your time. Don't rush the game, because I don't want it to be the same as before. Because I've told a lot of people 6 to 7 years ago, this Final Fantasy community was completely different from where it is now. A lot of people don't understand why, because a lot of people joined the Final Fantasy community when Final Fantasy 13 came out, but they didn't see how bigger the Final Fantasy community was before Final Fantasy 13 came out. And I'm not hating on Final Fantasy 13, but it's true. A lot of people just lost interest because of Final Fantasy 13, and a lot of people joined as well, but more people lost interest than people joined. It's true. It's true. It's really true. 6-7 years ago, this community was huge. It was huge on YouTube and everything. If you posted a Final Fantasy video on YouTube, you would be guaranteed over 100,000 views, something like that. You know, look at Dark Kefka, okay? Dark Kefka, he kept getting hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of thousands of views 6-7 years ago, and now look at our community today. He only gets about 1,000 views. You know, you know, it's not because of him. It's not because of him. It's just, you know, how the Final Fantasy community is going now, and it's really sad. It's really sad. So, you Kubos, let me know in the comments below what you think about Final Fantasy 15. Do you just, you know, I know everybody wants this game in their hands right now. I want this game in my hands right now. But if this 2-year period of time is true, is it alright? You know, do you think it's alright? Do you think it's pretty cool? You know, just take their time with the game and make it better? Or do you just want it? You just want the game right now. You know, you know, rush it. I don't think rushing is the best way at all. But they should really take their time and make this game polished nice. And Kubos, you let me know in the comments below what you think about this whole Final Fantasy community thing. What do you think about all the, how the fan base is pretty low right now than it was 6-7 years ago. You let me know in the comments below about everything I talked about in this video, Kubos. And yeah, well, I know this channel has been a little bit slow lately, but when Lightning Returns comes out, it's going to go more fast, and then when Final Fantasy X HD comes out, it's even going to be more fast. I'm giving all you Kubos the news as possible before I have my huge plans for Lightning Returns and Final Fantasy X HD. I can't do it now because, hey, the games aren't out now. So anyway, Kubos, you let me know in the comments below what you think about it as said in this video. And yeah, so anyway, Kubos, hope you enjoyed. I'm Final, and I'm out. Kubo, see ya!
Shake down.